Take a wild guess what we're gonna start with. That's right, Caddy. Old Caddy. I got asked to watch the BUBSY Caddy video, but there's 2 of them. So we're gonna watch the one that came out first 8 years ago, and then watch the other one that came out 6 years ago. So we're getting a double feature of Caddy tonight. A double feature. Are you excited? Yeah, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what BUBSY is. I'm gonna be honest. I am clueless to what BUBSY is, besides what I'm guessing is a video game character, but besides that, let's get it. Do it! BUBSY, I'm in for a treat. Oh. I am excited. Hi, Caddy. Oh, it's
Today
partially bald Caddy.
I mean, it's colder than a witch's tit, but it's still a good day.
Guy, the amount of times from my childhood to adulthood I have heard it's cold as a witch's tit. That's just such a thing. I was not expecting him to say it. But I just have to say, I can't get over, like, because I'm watching these Caddy videos mostly at request now, that I've caught up to most of basically what's called new Caddy. We keep going back and forth with different hair Caddy. Because it's like, he's going from this look to a fuller mohawk look to long hair to regular short hair. It's just, it's all over the place, and honestly, I'm here for it. The hairstyles of Caddy.
Of the Caddicarus show. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna go in. It's really cold out here. So seriously, thank you all so much. The nearly 500,000 of you. It's ridiculous. Because not only is this the 50th episode of Caddicarus, but
500,000. Wow, this really was 8 years ago. Hold on. Yep, we're at 1.13. Oh, it's a good number. 13. It's a good number.
it's also alongside the other 150-ish plus videos that I've done on my channel since this show has been a proper thing. Can you believe it's been since July 26, 2015 when I last covered a PS1 game on my show? Yeah, my native console. Can you believe it? I need to make this video about a big game. One that people have been asking me to do for years. One that will make this 50th episode worth a damn. One that proves once and for all why the PS1 was my favorite console of all time growing up. One like the Spyro trilogy in one video. Yeah, bitch! Actually, no, let's do a comparison video. The difference is good and bad between Spyro 1 and Spyro 3. I could go on literally for minutes and minutes about that. Oh. I guess I gotta do BUBSY now.
Whoa, Caddy, don't do it.
Oh
this
my
game
God.
is absolutely terrible. You have no idea.
Someone
Look,
who isn't Caddy
I found
on
the positives
screen?
in it, but I'm telling you, I
Lagasp.
absolutely struggled every step of the way. This thing is that bad.
What's up,
Just
Panda?
stay away.
How is you?
Nah, Re-Res, you're good. I need to do a massive game for a massive episode. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know, exclamation mark, t-shirt wearing cat. I don't see what could go wrong at all.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so it was Twitch messing with you. So it wasn't my end on the audio problem. It was Twitch being weird. Got it. Okay. It's always something with audio. It's either my fault, something else's fault. It's always something. All right, but you guys can hear me in the video fine then? The audio's okay? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's fine.
Oh, wait. No.
Yeah, I've never heard of
That's-
BUBSY before someone
that's-
asked me to
that's
watch
BUBSY. That's
the
BUBSY,
BUBSY
isn't
vids
it?
for Caddy. I've never heard of BUBSY before. So this is gonna be completely new for me.
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus show, where I always have to do the dirty deeds of design. I give up, you piece of shit, floating in a bit of cold soup garnished with even more shit from an old obese man. I don't care.
Someone get the soap and shove it down his throat. My God, Caddy. What if the neighbors heard? Caw.
I don't care. You think you know fear? You don't know fear. Think you know suffering? You don't know anything until you have slugged through BUBSY 3D. I mean, seriously. Well, I suppose for the 50th episode special, there's no better game to talk about, really. It's a pretty special one, and I know how much you guys love watching me hate myself, so let's go and do it, shall we?
Get the fuck away from that game! I can smell it from here. I can hear Bubsy's squeals from here. It's horrible.
I love, like, I don't know who this is, but I just love the old Caddy videos because it's like a lot of this is like such yellow orange lighting and it's sending me. It's so hilarious. I don't know why. It just I just find it a little funny.
Drink?
No, Tennings.
Look at the difference in
Well, you
lighting.
better fucking start. This is the only way I can forget.
I know this is 8 years ago,
Bubsy
but
3D exists.
Alrighty then, well I'm still gonna do this, but where to begin
bad
exactly?
conquers
You remember
Friday.
that insufferable wretch from a minute or so ago? Yes, my friends,
God.
that was Bubsy. Bubsy the Bobcat, a failed attempt of a console mascot. You know, not like the good ones like Mario, Crash, Spyro, or Armpit from Kid Dick. And that was him starring in one of the worst cartoons I've ever seen, a 1993 pilot episode based on a few games from the same name, Bubsy. To put it simply and get more to the point, Bubsy 1 and 2 both look like poorly designed headaches with decent art styles, and watching the cartoon is like this.
And because I'm a hero for crying out loud. Well, you know, I'm a sheriff. If I don't eat every 10 minutes, I go mad. You psychic.
So it only seemed natural for this self-confessed copycat of Sonic and Mario, not even joking,
Hey,
that's
I'm kinda
exactly what the
glad
gameplay
now
was
that
going for, to leap
I've never
graciously
even heard
into
of this.
3D, which then led to Bubsy 3D. The time when Bubsy decided that along with the extra dimensions, he'd also bring some extra sass as well. So much sass that this game from 1996 was his final appearance in anything. It was that bad that it single-handedly dissolved his being into coarse, poisonous dust. People have joked about the box art all over YouTube and how the Golden X Award was actually just entirely made up for the
Maybe
sake
it's
of trying
not
to
that
sell
it's
copies.
like
But what I find interesting is that the UK
Bad
PAL
Fur
box
Day.
art has literally nothing here to laugh at. It's not actually that bad. There's no fake magazine
Maybe it's
quotes,
that
no
they
fake
wish
stamps of quality like the Silver W
they were
Award.
cool.
Even the back of the box has
Conquer.
literally
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying?
Just images, no text here. They had fucking nothing to hide with this PAL box. They had no need. It came out nearly a year
like
after.
you can tell by the way it looks, the character. Like they wanted it to become like an icon, a video game icon. They wanted it to have that they wanted to have like a Crash Bandicoot character. They wanted to make a franchise, you know what I'm saying? A mascot.
It did in the US, and they knew how awful the reception was, so this, what you're looking at right now, was an afterthought. One last desperate attempt to make money, and by God, they were gonna do it bare and naked. When the developers and publishers of their own game can't even muster up a measly sentence about what the game is and why people should buy it, even after worldwide panning of it, then you know you're in trouble. Well, you know, other than a Mortal Kombat pun with bananas and a mammoth. I don't get it!
And when you begin to play it, you can understand why.
Have a look at this scene here. Everything wrong with the world is summed up by this cutscene.
Bubsy Bobcats! How could this have happened? Settle down! Settle down! Well, that's something of a long story. Well, I'll be back! Queens Polly and Esther!
It's loud, it's
What?
ear-grating, it's too long, nothing makes sense. The universe this cutscene is trying desperately hard to get me invested in has not been established whatsoever. It's basically all padding for the bad guys to say,
We want to capture Bubsy!
Why
And
does this
it's
just look
terrible,
like something that would be
terrible,
made in
terrible.
like
And
the
these things are
70s
called
high on
woolies.
acid?
that's the fucking worst thing I've ever heard in my life. So the Willies conjure up an ingenious plan to capture Bubsy, and that's it. Like, literally, that's the extent of this cutscene, and yet it goes on and on and on and... So I tried to watch this. I can't. And here's the main menu. If this music and this
Lovely.
image doesn't sell you on BUBSY 3D immediately, then you need to go. You need to go to the doctors now and get checked out. And I hope you pay attention to this title screen because it's quick to remind you that BUBSY is indeed 3D. And you know what? He sure is! My god! You weren't lying! You weren't lying! This is a three-dimensional bobcat that glides on his belly! Okay, I know it looks like I'm stuck, and there's two reasons for this. A, because the controls literally locked up for me for about 10 seconds, and B, because I'm utterly stunned by the visuals here. I can't keep my eyes off of it. Look at it. Crash Bandicoot 1 was before this game. Do I even need to explain why this is wrong on like every level imaginable?
This game is more wrong than Wrong Weasley.
Without even pushing a button, you can tell that the developers literally hated every person in the world for the way this game looks and the state they decided to release it in. It looks like what would happen if your annoying neighbor's dad decided to paint his son a shitty cardboard 4. Everything here just makes me sick. Literally, physically ill. I felt ill from just looking at this, but once you start moving, oh god, the controls, the camera, the music, the bubbles in the pit of your stomach. Everything here is enough to make you vom. Look at the camera! I know everyone has a go at explaining how bad the controls are in this game, and honestly, I can't add any more to it. It is as bad as everyone says it is. This is the first time I've played this game, and I can tell you, it is as bad as everyone says it is. It's a platformer with no open and free movement, and since it's an explorative platformer without a fixed camera, the lack of analog stick support or camera control means you basically have to use tap controls everywhere in order to simultaneously move and move the camera. But that's fine, I guess. I love playing Tomb Raider, and that works exactly the same way. But the difference here is that Tomb Raider is a slow and dangerous cave-raiding simulator in which climbing and platforming was supposed to be taken slowly and cautiously because of the realistic approach it was going for. And, you know, the controls fucking worked. They were tight, responsive, reacted to your button inputs flawlessly, and of course the game was built around this control scheme. But in this game, it's a fast-paced frying pans in space platform.
See, like, there's bad controls and bad gameplay, and then there's just a bit dated controls and gameplay, like Tomb Raider. Like, yeah, even when it was brand new, Tomb Raider, playing it was frustrating sometimes with the way the controls were set up and the movements and all that, but it was still fun. Like, I wanted to play it. I'm getting the impression from Caddy here, it's very subtle, but I'm getting the impression he might not like BUBSY. And who can blame him? Really?
It's a much different kind of game, so not only does the Tomb Raider control scheme not work for this style of game in the slightest anyway, but when you get them this wrong, holy shit, it's so sluggish, so stiff, so slippery, I just want to splore, but the game won't let me. I counted way too many times when just trying to grab these atoms here proved too hefty of a task for our tipsy bobcat, and he'd just careen off into the distance and smack into a wall. If in your platformer, picking up the coins is one of the hardest things to do, you done shat your pants. This game's controls are like being strangled. You feel restricted and uncomfortable, like in a pair of jeans after the Christmas dinner. You know what I mean, you fucking gravy slug. And you'll find yourself nearly snapping the D-pad from how hard you naturally press it, hoping in vain that it psychologically helps the game work more responsively. Turning from a standstill is slow, and once you start running, turning is even slower. And if you want to stop to position your direction again, not happening. You gain too much momentum and slippy slide all over the place into the next willy you witnessed a while ago. I mean, willy you witnessed a willy ago. It's like piloting a boat more than playing a platforming game, and what makes it worse is the near half-second delay of everything. This is a platformer in which playing slowly and cautiously is not an option, it's compulsory, and you'll hate the way that the shit camera works with the shit controls, meaning you'll never see those shit enemies, and oh, this level design!
Caddy, you don't want to continue. Believe me.
Oh, really? Johnny, you too? Why won't anyone leave me alone today?
Well, sorry. I just thought I was doing you a favor by telling you to take a hike far away from this piece of shit.
I don't need your favors. You're not my dad.
Caddy, can I tell you a secret?
What?
I killed a man. Oh, yes. I've killed a man. With this mug.
The fuck is wrong with you?
And you know what the worst thing about it is?
I don't care anymore.
The feeling. The feeling never goes away. It lingers inside
What
you
is-
for years.
what is happening?
Festers, takes
What?
a grip on your soul and wrings you dry until you're nothing but a vessel of your former self. And playing BUBSY 3D is worse than that feeling. Stop playing it.
Fuck off.
BUBSY 3D is worse than murder.
So anyway, this
Wow.
level design, well, to call
Is
it
that
the
the
worst thing
official
ever is an
review?
overstatement. Many of the levels are
BUBSY,
actually
worse
totally
than murder.
open-ended to give you multiple pathways to the exit. Gotta admit, that's one thing I can actually admire, but it's the context of everything. Everything going on within the level design that makes me want to swallow my own tongue. Enemies make no effort to do anything other than stand still and spit at you, yet because of the horrendous controls and camera, attacking them or avoiding them is practically impossible. The camera is too low angled while you're moving on the ground, and too high angled every time you jump. And I get it, it's so you can see where
I
you
don't
land,
know.
but that information is
I
useless
didn't
when
know
the
it
low-angled
existed
camera
before
gives you no
today,
concept
so-
of distance from BUBSY or any of the hundreds of platforms the game bombards you with, or the distance between you and the next enemy.
Question
Not only
is, if
wrapping
it
your head
did,
around the
who
controls
bought it?
hard enough, but the camera makes it impossible to judge when and where you should make jumps. And if you overshoot or undershoot, you will either take multiple hits like, oh, fuck you, you fucking fuck. And this is made even more enjoyable by the constantly ongoing and witty antics from our residential comedian, BUBSY Cat.
Oh, this is my favorite part. So, you wanna be a video game star? Look out below! Ah, one-stop shopping! Ay, caramba! Oh, look! An arrow! Aren't these game designers wonderful?
There's 4
Actually, Bubsy, no,
BUBSYs
they
on
aren't.
Steam.
If you have to put arrows
Wait, I gotta
everywhere
look
in a
this
level
shit
so
up
people
now.
have the
Hold on.
faintest idea where they're going in your diamond cut baby
Steam,
block
open up.
mountainous landscape, then you aren't a designer. You're someone who forgot where their own level ended and needed them to help their precious little Hansel and Gretel get home before getting eaten by a witch.
Now, what would a platform game be without platforms?
I don't know, Bubsy. But what would a platform game be without decent
Oh my
controls?
God.
It'd be fucking Bubsy 3D.
So after I walk into this thing and the game goes,
Whoa!
I do some pointless atom throwing bollocks that means nothing and finish the stage, only to find another stage.
Oh, wow. There's stage 2? There's a second stage? Has man ever reached this point in the universe before? I had no idea that Bubsy 3D had a stage 2.
Oh, well, at least Bubsy hasn't said anything yet. Oh, Jesus, I thought I was safe from the audio, but this music! Who made this soundtrack? The London Symphony Arm Farters? This soundtrack is literally just farts. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's dance to it. Like everything else here, it makes me feel ill. Not as much as the jumping camera, though. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, there you go. I was just sticking my hands. Thanks, Bubsy. Remember when I said you have no choice but to play this?
Okay, I looked it up. Hold on. There it is. What the fuck is this? What is this bullshittery? What? Who approved of this? Who put mostly positive over here for this one? What? Oh my god, is that a future one? What the fuck? Alright, who's ever is like buying this shit and and like not only buying it but leaving a positive review should be on a watch list. Should be on a list.
Game slowly. This is epitomized right here. Not only can you get caught by enemies on the ground by the horrid controls, but you can even sometimes die outright from it. Oh, that's great. You miserable testicle. You literally just appeared from thin air. That's not fair. And neither is this. Look, if just a pixel of your body touched the edge of the platform, oops, you're dead immediately. And what's even more fair is that later on you can't even run off one of the platforms to land on another one. You have to jump. What kind of platformer is this? There's no rules here, and whenever there are rules, they exist solely to inconvenience you and make you do things you can't or do not want to do because of the utterly broken controls and camera. I mean, look at the end of this level. I'm on the top of this platform
It's
here,
just
and I
ugly
can
to
see
look
the
at.
exit
Like,
right
it's
there. I can't
actually
tell how far away that
burning
platform
my
is because
retinas.
look
It
at the camera.
hurts
I
my
can't
eyeballs.
tell distance-wise how far that is. There's no shadows, no textures, no fucking anything. So I just...
Like, I want to see a study done to see if, like, people who played this game all the way through or for a long ass time, if their vision just immediately went to shit afterwards. I need to know now.
Take a guess. I have a little jump over there, and then, oh dear, I fell to my death, as it were, and I have to start from the last checkpoint. So the next time I go back up there, it turns out I have to leap of faith myself over to the left. That, oh. And look at this in level 2.
What the hell even attacked me?
Oh look, I got a game over. At least Bubsy seems happy about it. He's like,
You died, but at least my game is fun, right?
you know what? I'm starting to feel really unclean. Excuse me for a second while I just, yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's better. Don't like the taste of puke anymore. Where was I? Oh yeah, this game sucks.
YouTuber cleaning themselves?
Oh, for fuck's sake, this is getting ridiculous. What do you want now? Have you come to tell me that I'm being a dunce and that I should stop playing this game before I give myself post-traumatic stress disorder? Nope.
I was going to tell you to keep playing.
Oh my god, it finally takes my own sister to talk some sense. You can understand why I want to play this game, right?
Ha! No. I want you to play this game until you cry.
Lovely. Thanks.
I haven't even covered
we
this
love
game
a
on
family
my channel
bonding
yet.
moment.
I just want to see you torture yourself.
Bugger off.
I'm going until you
And the fact the game has the
love
balls
it.
to tell
We
you
love
after
it.
every level finishes that, oh no, you didn't collect all the rocket pieces, you're worse than Hitler, is the biggest joke indeed. Did you even play your own game, developers? You do know that it's hard enough to walk in a fucking straight line, but because I didn't work around your bullshit and blandly unshadowed and untextured level design enough to grab parts of a rocket, I deserve to be shunned for it. Jesus Christ, on a bicycle. Well, hey, I'm happy enough that I've got this far without giving up, so I actually don't care. The next level is a boss battle, and yep, well, I'm gonna be sick again. Where are we? What are we? When are we? Why are we? This is some of the worst visuals I've ever seen. My eyes feel bruised from just looking at this. And would you have guessed that you have to glide atop the boss's laser gun impacts in order to fly up and give him the good old 1-2? Because I figured
This
that
just
out only by
feels like a
total
fucked
accident.
up
Like I said, there's no
acid
rules here. And
fever
these
dream.
controls, I just keep on dying. I'm trying my absolute hardest, I swear. Well, come on, I'm one hit away, to be fair. Come on, I can do this. I can do that. Oh. Gonna attack me when the camera can't see anything around me? I see how it is. I love this screenshot, not just because of the pause. That's not funny, but still, not because of that, but this image just sums up everything Bubsy 3D is. The visuals, the nonsensical nature, the puns, Bubsy's ugly fucking face you want to run over with a steamroller. And you know something? I would be angry about this ever being in such a state where actual human beings thought they could sell it in the shops, but there is a logical reason as to why the game sucks,
Played 3D
Beatles.
Sega Genesis games that were better. Oh my god.
People have joked in the past how
What
the
the
game
fuck
feels
was
like a
just on
badly
my
done
screen?
college project, or how it feels like it was made by people who hadn't played another 3D platformer, or hell, any platformer in their lives before. But that's not too far from the truth, actually. There was a company in the 80s known as Infocom who became famous for developing quality text-based adventure stories and interactive fiction on home computers, until they were bought out by Activision a few years later. This led to one of the Infocom designers, Michael Berlin, to leave and start his own dev team with Mark Blank under the name Eidetic. Eidetic not
What a
only
last
made
name,
Bubsy 3D, which
Blank.
completely explains the blocky,
I wonder
horrible
if you
design
ever
of the
tried to
game. They
leave,
were
like,
text
whenever you gotta
adventure
sign your name on
designers,
something,
but
and
3
you just
years
left
later,
it
they
blank and be
then
like,
made
"That's my
pretty
last
much
name,
every Siphon
blank."
Filter game. Can you believe it? And that's not all. After Siphon Filter 2, Sony then bought them out and changed the name to Bend Studio, who then went on to make Uncharted Golden Abyss for the Vita. Yes. This to this. At least the devs learned from their mistakes and gave back to the people for their errors, and I suppose it's a great thing that Bubsy 3D exists at all, purely because it serves as a wonderful how not to make a video game game. It's textbook levels of bad and infamous among the internet for being as such, so at least this game exists to show up-and-coming devs how not to do it. So at least we know that if you make something this bad, we will show it to the world. We will all point, we will all laugh, we will all get you shut down for false copyright strikes, and then you guys will actually probably create a successful string of games, and the voice actress for Bubsy in
damn.
the game will then go on to do over 500 other games, including Soul Calibur and The Last of Us, which confuses the world as to why your company even fucking exists in the first place, because you actually sold this for real money, and yet everyone came out the other end peachy and perfect, you...
And so, not that I
Oh my
need to explain
God,
why,
what the
Bubsy
fuck?
3D gets the slaughter, my PS1 gets the slaughter, the corner of my sofa gets the slaughter, Rosie gets the slaughter,
Wait, what?
and if it's your birthday today or watching this video, happy freaking birthday to you, and please remember to stay beautiful. Actually, no. No, don't remember to stay beautiful. Be ugly. Be horrifically ugly. Because you're the ones who wanted me to play this game in the first place. So that means
Wow.
you will get the slaughter. Only after I give this game a jolly good seeing to.
Oh god. I mean, leave the case alone. Just can reuse the case. Just get rid of the game.
Didn't even get in the goal!
That's how worthless it is. Couldn't even go with it. Yeah, I don't know why I keep trying to eat it though. I wouldn't put that in my mouth. It's just this. Just asking. Plastic had more funding than the game.
I'm now a nifty 50.
What the fuck?
Thanks so much for watching this video, everybody, and have no fear, the outtakes will be on in just a second, but first I'd like to thank the sponsors for this episode of Caddicarus today, thepixelempire.com. If you check the description, you can see hundreds of amazing original designs, TV, movie, and video game related wall prints in loads of sizes, and all glossy and ready for framing. And not only if you buy anything you want on the site and use the coupon code CADDY in big capital letters for 15% off of any purchase at all, but for a limited time only, if you get any of these brand new Force Awakens prints, you'll receive an entirely free 11-inch by 17-inch
This is 8 years ago, so I'm honestly
Thanks
curious
again
if
for
this
listening,
coupon would
everybody.
even
Enjoy
still
the
work.
prints if you decide to get them, and
Or
enjoy
maybe-
the outtakes.
I
See
don't
you
know,
later,
maybe
everyone.
it's like sponsored again, it just updates.
But greetings and salutations,
That'd
my
be funny.
beautiful people, and welcome to the Caddicarus Show, where I always have to do the... Nah, really, Reyes, you're good. I need to do a massive game for a meth.
Words.
I have to do a massive game for meth, apparently. Nope!
We're doing
I
meth
was-
apparently.
Shite.
Fucking jizz from an old obese man's cock!
Yay!
Ah, yeah.
You jizzed successfully.
Yes, I did, all over the floor. So, seriously, thank you all so much. Thank nearly... fucking Jesus!
I'm in trouble. It's like proper pissed myself.
Lovely.
Pickle! You're in the shot. I know.
It's your papa.
Yeah,
It's your
I
papa. It's your
know.
papa.
Stanley,
It's your
go
papa.
away. Thank you, good boy. Great, okay, so there's one more shot we've got to do in the bedroom.
Okay. Caddy. Okay, oh my god. And we got another one. He played another BUBSY game, I'm guessing. This was the one from 8 years ago. This is a trip because what the fuck is BUBSY? I'm still not over the fact that they're on PC and people have bought them and one of them actually has positive reviews. I'm still not over that. Like, what the fuck, people? What the absolute fuck?